Another day, another episode of Life's Potluck Buffet. Hi, I'm John Pauls. I'm glad you could join me today. And thanks for tuning in. So the card for today is card number 8. Others always need something from you. Others always need something from you. Others always need something from you. This is like an acting exercise, I think. I took an unusual step during my last take, which was never recorded. I failed to press the record button, and so I was just talking to myself. I pulled up YouTube to search for videos that would have the exact wording, others always need something from you. And as is always the case with Life's Potluck Buffet, or nearly always the case, there was nothing that had the exact wording. But of course, I was given results nonetheless, and so I looked through the results, and there wasn't really anything related to this. There were things like, narcissists always want something from you, or people want things from me, but they never ask me what I want from them. Fair. But I also really liked, for some reason, which I have no idea why, and this was really actually the best part about this, was that there was a Vevo recording of Dolly Parton singing "We Are the Champions" and "We Will Rock You" or something like that. And it's for the 2024 Olympics in Paris, according to Vevo. That in itself was worth the search. And even though I didn't find anything else of particular use for our card, I was really happy to hear Dolly Parton sing those songs. Oh, and hi, Dolly Parton. If you're listening out there, I've been asking people this question, and so I'll ask you as well. Do you have a baking dish or pot that it has a lid, and it's either cast iron with enamel on it, or sometimes it's ceramic, or sometimes it's another metal? It's sometimes called a casserole or a Dutch oven. 1, do you have one? 2, what do you call it? And 3, do you have any recipes you could recommend for us to make in our casseroles and Dutch ovens? Thank you. Okay, so others always need something from you. Get clarity on what you do for others and what others need from you. Then align that need with what you need for yourself. What's something you do that others always ask you for? So this is more, I think this is going to be the most positive video addressing this topic of what others need from us on YouTube, except the Dolly Parton video, which was awesome. And I'm still not sure how that relates to this card, but those search algorithms, right? Who knows how they work? The point of this card is that, in a good sense, people need things from you. Not that they're being really demanding of you, not that they're, it's not about that. This card is about, think about when people ask you to do something, or when they turn to you and ask you a question about something. It might not even be an action. It might be, they might want an answer to a question, and you're the person they know will have the answer to the question. So that's also a nice way of looking at it, is think about when somebody has a question for you and says, you're the person to answer. I'm starting to sound like Columbo again. Well, just one more question. So keep an ear out for when somebody asks you something like that, where they say, you're the person who I immediately thought of when I had this question. So for example, for me, friends and neighbors often ask me to take care of their plants when they're away, or if their plants are dying or they have an issue with their plants. Family as well. They'll ask me. They'll say, what do you think's going on with this? I'm an avid plant lover, and I am good at caring for plants, and people notice that. And I think I like to talk about that as well, and they see it when they come to our house. They see the house plants that I keep, and I like to, for example, have orchids of different types. I like cattleyas, I like dendrobiums. I used to live in California and loved growing lemons in California and love lemons, period. It's probably no coincidence that there's yellow lemon-like symbols on some of the cards. Now living in a place where you can't really grow lemons outside in the winter, I am facing new challenges with lemons. So this is something people are always asking me about. Their plants. Can I take care of their plants? How can I? And people are always very nice about that. No one has ever abused that. So if any of you are listening who have taken care of your plants, I love it. And I'm about to tell you why. the reason why is this is a piece of self-care for me. People, family members ask, well, you ever think about opening up a garden shop or working at a florist or just doing something like that, or having a farm or farming lemons? I can imagine myself doing those things, but ultimately the reason I need gardening and plant care and tree care is ultimately for myself. And that's why I so gladly do it. Because for me, it's a meditative thing. It's I could really kind of get lost in it in a certain way. And that, to me, means that's a self-care activity. That's not something that I'm about. It would ruin it for me, I think, at least right now, if I went into business in the plant business. People's needs in this case align very strongly with my need for self-care and my expression of that through plant care. So that gives you a sense how to triangulate your needs with others' needs and what you can do for others. Ask not what, no, okay, I'm not going to, nope. It was close though. Almost started a JFK speech. So what's something that people ask you for, that you want to do, and that you gladly do? Think about that, because by thinking about that, you'll understand the reasons you need to do that, and that will answer the question on card number 8. So just a quick update on worksheets. Yesterday, I showed how to use worksheet number 26 and how to use card 26 as a drawing exercise and writing exercise. So I realized that it would be easiest if I have a section on the website where the worksheets are. So if you go to lifespotluck.com, you will see a white tab at the top of the page. And in that white tab, there is a blank, empty casserole or Dutch oven. Whatever Dolly Parton calls it, I'm going to start calling it that. That's going to be my rule. But the white Dutch oven, but that blank it has black outline and is a white. It's representing the blank part of the worksheet where you put your exercise in. There's also at the bottom, in the tray at the bottom of the page, in that menu, you can find a link to worksheets. So if you sign up with the website, it's free, and you log in, you can get the worksheets. I put the 2 up that we've done already, and as we do others, I'll upload them there as well. If you're interested in a worksheet for any other card that I haven't talked about a worksheet for, please use the contact form and let me know, and I will get you that worksheet. Well, that's it for today. Thanks for listening. If you enjoyed this video, please like it, subscribe, and don't forget to head over to lifespotluck.com and sign up for free and take a look at the 2 worksheets that we've done already in this podcast series, and let me know about any worksheets that you might be interested in the future. Have a great day. I'll see you next time.